Good morning, students. Today's topic is endodontic failure and flare up. We will discuss introduction, evaluation of success of the endodontic treatment, cause of the endodontic failure, factors causing endodontic failure. Introduction. Endodontic retreatment is a procedure performed on a tooth that has received prior attempted definitive treatment resulting in a condition requiring further endodontic treatment to achieve a successful result. How will we evaluate the success of the endodontic treatment? Clinically, radiographically, and histologically. Clinical evaluation. There should be no tenderness to percussion or palpation. There should be normal tooth mobility. There should be no evidence of subjective discomfort. The tooth should be having normal function, form, and aesthetics. There should be no sign of infection and swelling. There should be no sinus tract or any periodontal disease. And there should be minimal or no scarring or discoloration. Radiographic evaluation. The periodontal ligament space should be normal or slightly thickened. There should be reduction or elimination of previous rarefaction. There should be no evidence of resorption. The lamina dura should be normal and there should be three-dimensional obturation of the canal space. Histological evaluation. There should be absence of inflammation. There should be regeneration of PDL fibers. There should be presence of osseous repair, repair of cementum, repair of previously resorbed areas, and absence of resorption. Causes of the endodontic failures. The factors affecting in every case are diagnosis and treatment planning, radiographic interpretation, anatomy of the tooth and root canal system, debridement of the root canal system, quality and extent of the apical seal, quality of the post endodontic restoration, and skill of the operator. Factors affecting in particular case are pulpal status, periodontal status, size of the periapical radiolucency, canal anatomy like degree of canal calcification, presence of accessory canals or lateral canals, resorption, degree of curvature of the canal, and crown and root fracture, iatrogenic errors. Occlusal discrepancies, if any, extent and quality of the obturation, quality of the post endodontic restoration, time of the post treatment evaluation. Occurrence of the endodontic failures does not depend upon the following factors: type of the tooth to be extracted, location of the tooth, age and sex of the patient, number of appointment for root canal treatment, type of the root canal obturating material, preoperative and postoperative pain, and cause of pulpal injury. The local factors which cause endodontic failures are infection, presence of any infected and necrotic pulp if the apical seal or coronal seal are not optimal. Second is the incomplete debridement of the root canal system. Third is the excessive hemorrhage, like extirpation of the pulp and instrumentation beyond the periapical tissues cause excessive hemorrhage. Chemical irritants like intracanal medicaments, irrigating solutions decreases the prognosis of the endodontic treatment if extruded in the periapical tissues. Over instrumentation, iatrogenic errors, canal blockage and ledge formation, location of the separated instrument. If the separated instrument extend into the straight coronal portion of the canal, then its retrieval is possible. If the broken instrument is apical to the canal curvature, then the removal is not possible. Following factors should be considered: root curvature, external root concavities, and root thickness. Perforations, incompletely filled teeth, overfilling of the root canals, corrosion of the root canal fillings. Anatomic factors: poorly curved canals, calcifications, lateral and accessory canals, bifurcations, C or S shaped canals. Systemic factors: nutritional deficiencies, diabetes mellitus, renal failure, hormonal imbalance, and autoimmune disorders. Thank you. Have a nice day.